Raven, Hellbat.
Yeah, there's a lot of R units.
Army units? What? Whatever. This is fucking stupid. What?
His face! What is his face?
It is a little bit quick.
What is that face?
It is a little bit quick at 70.
All right. What's up,
Not the
everybody?
prettiest wall, but
I have a smile on my
pretty
face because we're watching ARTOSIS stream, and he had just played StarCraft 2 for a full 5 hours
Yes.
just yesterday before I'm reacting to this video of it for the first time in years. And he literally doesn't even have hotkeys properly set up. He's trying to figure out the settings.
Make
For
the
some reason, he's
fucking
gone
gas,
into...
asshole. It didn't make.
It didn't make!
Oh, and I got nothing here.
He's very upset. And this is his second game. His first game, he beat a player that was trying to build cannons in front of their natural, who was probably about 2k MMR. And now he's dealing with a pack of slow Zerglings attack moving his wall at 3.5 minutes into the game. This is what I would call a very well executed attack from the Zerg. If very well executed means literally terrible. Ling speed could be finished with a normal hatch first build, and you could be hitting with about 20 Zerglings in the next few seconds with Ling speed, but 10 slow Zerglings going to be hitting him. ARTOSIS is trying to remember the controls and hotkeys, and honestly, it's amazing that he's hopping on with no warm-up. Didn't get his hotkeys or settings right. He's hopped on, and he's let his audience enjoy the salt. That's beautiful, and this is why ARTOSIS is a legend. So we're going to be watching this game as well as a really interesting game, everyone's told me.
Oh, the talent. The talent, dude. Wow.
The talent.
StarCraft 2 gamers are real pros.
StarCraft 2 gamers are real pros. To be fair, for this low MMR in his placement matches, that's actually not too bad of a timing with the Banelings.
Fucking idiot. Look at that. Look at that guy. What a gamer. You know what's kind of funny to me here? Like, it's pretty bad when people sit on Brood War and cheese all day, but imagine you literally are a gold player in StarCraft 2 and you just do Ling Bane Bust. I want you to think about that as random. Holy shit. Am I right?
Especially after seeing a 2-pile and wall off. I am with you, ARTOSIS. I think that last player you played is a no-life loser and a tool. I agree, Dan. I absolutely agree. Let's go to this highlight game. That was his second game. He has to keep playing his placements. I want to go to one of the better matches, so we're going to jump to that. He's already sending a probe across. ARTOSIS planning a little bit of a proxy to start things off. And I'm sure things are going to get interesting. It's a PvT. And ARTOSIS there, he's got that focused frown on his face, and he's playing some SC2. So this is about 3 hours later in the stream from what we were watching before, where he was dying to a 3k MMR player, a Baneling Bust got him, took him out, he was not happy about it. I believe he won the rest of his placement matches, was on a big winning streak for the most part during this stream, because his MMR had reset, so he's obviously playing way lower level than what he used to compete at. And it looks like he's going to be going for a forward proxy gate at the third base of the Terran player. Gonna crank that sound up, see if we can catch some of his reactions and whatnot as we go. Looks like he's a bit more quiet this deep in the stream. Obviously very focused on just trying to play his best. But I think it's kind of interesting. He's looking a little more smooth mechanically. I still cannot believe that he hotkeyed his rally point to R, so he's actually going R and then left clicking on the minerals when he changes that rally point. He's not just right clicking, which is hilarious. And yeah, this is the old school Max Pax build. Gateway on the other side of the map, Cybercore at home. Go for a Zealot and a couple Stalkers in there, but the Terran scouted, so the Terran knows what he's up to, and has got a barracks and a second depot on the high ground. So the first depot in the wrong position. The Terran is gas stealing him, guys. He's gas stealing him. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the gas yet. The gas steal literally does nothing. It does nothing. So it's good that he's not reacting to it. Yeah, he just attacked it with a probe, gets a free SCV. As long as he just goes for an expansion behind this, which is the plan with the Max Pax opening, he should be well ahead. But we're already seeing that this Terran's a memer. The fact that the Terran didn't wall off properly and has gone for a gas steal, they're definitely a bit of a weirdo. But if he catches the command center, this should be a massive advantage for ARTOSIS with the early game. Yeah, Nexus behind it. No command center. What the hell? What is this build? Is it on the high ground? This Terran's build is so bad. They either have a command center in the corner of the map. Wait, they went double gas, but the double gas is late. So they've gone refinery on his side of the map. They've taken double gas. Now they've built a second depot. Yeah. And they're just building Marines one at a time. This is a terrible... I think they might proxy factory. This, to me, feels like the sort of player that builds a factory, floats it inside your main base, and starts building Widow Mines inside the main. And you guys know how ARTOSIS feels about people who play solid macro styles like that. He really respects and appreciates players that float buildings into your base, players that proxy. In general, if there's any element of gambling in a strategy, ARTOSIS has the utmost respect for it. He feels like it's just a really... a good way to express your skill and find who the better player is. So I'm really curious to see how much he respects his opponent after realizing what's going on here. Oh, he gets in! He gets in! He just had a villain laugh. ARTOSIS' laugh then was literally the evil villain laugh from like a movie. He's like, you let me in, you stupid Terran. Raise the wall, raise the depot. Oh my god, okay, he's massively over-microing this Stalker right now. This is what happens when you get back into, you do tunnel vision a little bit before you get your build orders down. Good focus fire though, it's actually worth it. If he gets, doesn't quite get the third one. If he was probing during that, I wouldn't have minded it so much because he wasn't. And yes, there is, I told you guys, I haven't seen this game. I told you guys it was Proxy Factory. All I knew is people said this game, his opponent was a bit of a memer. That's the only, they said it's a really fun game. Check out this one. It's a bit of a meme. And apparently it's a long game as well. That's all I know. That's all I know. But looking at that opening, I was like, this guy's got a Proxy Factory outside your base. He definitely does. He might even float it inside ARTOSIS' main. ARTOSIS isn't reacting yet. Okay, he is. He's going to recall that. Yeah. That's an armory. The red light on the Widow Mine means it's invisible.
No. Oh, it went invisible. He fucking... Yeah, nice. Nice, nice. Fucking cheesy bastard.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what? Oh, it went invisible. Oh, yeah, fucking... Oh, no, he's got to creep cannons to his natural to reveal it. Oh, no.
Super fucking sick.
Oh, no. This is actually a really hard position right now. This is hilarious. This is actually so funny. He's going to lose his natural, I'm pretty sure, guys. I'm realizing as I'm doing this video right now and reacting to this, I'm just already so joyful. I don't care about this being a professional video. It's not meant to be. It's a reacts video. And I am finding my ARTOSIS voice clips line folder to make sure I have that open. Just in case we need it. Just in case. In case he gets a bit too focused, it goes light on the commentary. Oh, he's got a cannon on the high ground. The Stalkers are coming down. I don't know if he can defend it though. The battery, yeah, battery. If he can heal it with battery, that could be okay. And he can outrange the Widow Mines, but not the bunker. So there we go. Gets another Widow Mine. Not too bad. He's actually doing okay, guys. Ooh. Okay, he's gonna move that observer. Why is there an engineering bay there and a siege tank? There's a siege tank behind it. He's building a missile turret there and another barracks as well. This Terran is a legend. This Terran is memeing hardcore. Oh my god.
Are we joking on this? Are we actually joking on this right here? Do you actually see this?
Sorry guys, just had to tap into ARTOSIS' subconscious. He wasn't speaking. He's in super serious mode. I just had to translate what it's because I'm good friends with Dan. I can recognize from his facial expressions the words going through his head. So every now and then we're just gonna have to translate those for you guys, okay? Stalkers and an Immortal are there. He's gonna build a prism and ferry himself outside of his main base. There's more turrets and Widow Mines here. Why? Why? The guy's trying to fully contain him so he can't get out of the base. Oh my god, this is so funny. He's trying to creep turrets all around his base. Oh my lord, this is hilarious. Oh no, the Cyclone moves in. Oh my lord. Oh, this is too silly. This is so funny, man. This Terran is just doing all the annoying unit things and just try to like lock him in his base. And ARTOSIS is like, what the hell? Oh no, he's gonna lose his Immortal if he's not careful. Okay, he's gonna try and ferry all these Stalkers out. He loses the... So every time a Cyclone kills an Observer, he can't see the Widow Mines. So this Terran, their whole thing is I'm gonna keep sniping your detection so you can't see the Widow Mines and clear them. Like, it is It's very rarely effective to play this way, but it's so annoying in the rare case when it works. And that's exactly what the opponent's doing. This is amazing. I'm having so much fun right now. ARTOSIS is in pain. He's frantically trying to process. He hasn't been active in this game for a while. He doesn't have any muscle memory dealing with Widow Mine, Siege Tank, bloody Cyclone turret contain. This is some weird stuff where everything is strange. You know, people used to always ask, we need a Florencio versus ARTOSIS show match. And I always said, well, that wouldn't really be fair. ARTOSIS is like a, you know, low GM, high masters sort of player. Even when he's out of practice, he's still low masters at least, right? He's so rusty after a few years of not really playing that you can see, you know, definitely, maybe it would be a more competitive match these days. I don't know. Okay, he does break through that part of the contain. He's still getting sieged by a floating barracks and a siege tank there. He's going to try to break this position. Oh no, the bunker got sold. The Marines and the siege tank are going to go down. Unfortunately, his Prism did run into the missile turrets, but it is what it is. He's going to bring these Stalkers down. He's still on one base. If the Terran's expanded behind this, then he's in a good spot. The Terran should be in a game-winning spot if he just went double command center, but we know he built an engineering bay. Now, not only did he build an engineering bay, guys, he also, remember, right after that, went for engineering bay, bunker, turret, tank, cyclone, widow mine. So I don't think this Terran has much up at home. Maybe an expansion, but very little else. So right now, Artie is counterattacking across the map. You can see his facial mouth positions there. He finds the factory hidden over here with his siege tank next to it and gets rid of it. This Terran is amazing. Oh my god. Chat's predicting the Terran has 3 battle cruisers on the way. This Diamond guy is actually such a pro gamer. Oh, that is amazing. The engineering bay could have been used for a planetary at home as well, potentially. I think it was mostly for the turrets to snipe the observers. Corner base. There must be a corner base up. Maybe he's going command center on the high ground. He's going to float it down. ARTOSIS is looking for a kill move right now. There is a Raven, a Banshee, a bunker, 3 Banshees? What? Why are there 3 Banshees right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. This Terran is such a meme. There is nothing serious or effective about what the Terran's doing. Their micro is horrendous as well. They could have picked off both sentries there. Oh my god, this is so funny. And then just throwing auto turrets down at the very edge and building layers of turrets. Why? Why are you building turrets? Oh my god. This is absolutely hilarious. I guess if he gets rid of the observer, then he can win that. ARTOSIS is trying to hold position, but Banshee's outrange sentries, man. He tries to focus fire the Banshees a little bit now. I think he's overcommitting here. ARTOSIS is not really macroing behind this. Remember, his natural is blocked right now, so he had to take his 3rd. Oh my god, that's actually so funny. He did finally get that to lift, but yeah,
he's super confused how that went so poorly.
I'm super confused how that went so poorly. All of his units were unfortunately stuck behind each other. The thing is, there's no real firepower. He could have just moved in and focused it down, but now he's lost a lot of his units. The Liberator does some good damage. The SCVs are auto-repairing both the Banshees and the bunker. He's gonna have to back away. This Terran very well could have a corner base, but ARTOSIS is not up to date on his sewer strategies, no doubt, and I don't think he knows. I'm guessing, everyone in the comments, in the chat, let me know, bottom right or top left. I'm gonna guess bottom right. I think bottom right. Normally I'd guess top left, but for some reason I just sense bottom right is I think where the corner base is. Hopefully we find out. ARTOSIS might never scout there, like for the entire game. Bit of a cough there. He's in pain. Mr. ARTOSIS dealing with the StarCraft ladder in Diamond League is pretty tough, man. What can I say? A 2 Stalker Immortal drop going down. Chat's kind of split, bottom left, bottom right. Actually, in my live chat, literally one person guessed, and he guessed both things. No one else guessed. Chat, you guys are all having fun chatting. No one wants to play the guessing game with me. There's no one other than Donald Trump Co., who's guessed both bottom right, left and bottom right. GG. Is that the fire smoke cough? Yeah. He's out on Prince Edward Island, guys, so don't think they have any fires out there. He just saw Banshees leaving. And yes, there's missile turrets guarding the main base right now. He still doesn't have a natural up. If he just macros up, he'll be like unkillable. Players like this usually have next to no follow through, right? The problem for ARTOSIS right now is he's in such panic mode and he can't read into what his opponent's doing at any point. He's also got that false confidence of, look, he doesn't have an expansion. I'm on 2 base, you're on 1. Little does he know that this is the Terran's 3rd base, guys. Now, I don't know that for sure. It doesn't necessarily, it might not be. But I would gander that it is. And there's 3 Banshees going into his natural right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He does have Stalkers and an Observer, but 3 Stalkers does not beat 3 Banshees. It'd be so sick if the Terran had both corner bases at this point. ARTOSIS is here. He's like, oh, cool. 1 base versus 2 base. I'm winning. Get some value if I can. Why not? Use some of this hold position micro. He's trying to wait for the Banshees to come in, but they're not. He actually doesn't have a second army group, I've noticed. He's got Warp Prism on 8, main army on 1, and no Stalker Observer group at home. Very Brood War-esque, just kind of like, yeah, whatever, control groups are for sissies. I'll just manually box things wherever they are. But with the speed of Banshees and StarCraft movement in general, you do want to have that drop defense squad in a control group. He's going to go for a 3rd base right now. ARTOSIS seems to be deathly focused right now. And that Liberator. Okay, Liberator goes down. I mean, this feels like the game's in the bag, but you got to check your corners, mate. Right now, ARTOSIS has kicked in the door of a drug den. He thinks he's doing well, but yeah, he forgot 101 of Urban Building Clearing Combat Course, which is check your corners! And he doesn't know. Oh my god, he's going to keep going to the libs and the tanks. I mean, he was getting pretty good trades, but I don't think he has high ground vision. He's also not scrolling down, so he can't see. The Immortal goes down. He's not happy about losing that. Doesn't really have that much progression. He's just making mass Stalker right now. For those who don't know, Stalkers are one of the most well-rounded units in that they shoot up, they shoot down, they teleport. Very good move and shoot mechanic. Problem, some of the worst stats for their cost of any unit in the game because they have so much flexibility. So it's something you'll see a lot of pros doing. ARTOSIS casts a lot of pros. He sees them do well with Blink Stalkers. He thinks Blink Stalkers are a good idea. I'm going to guarantee you, it's only good if you're really good at using them. And no offense on ARTOSIS, like it's the same for me. I don't usually get value out of my Stalkers, but hey, this Terran is legitimately Diamond 3 at best, right? The way they're using these units is not high level. I mean, they're pulling out some troll strats, but they aren't really microing anything. They gotta have both corners going by this point. ARTOSIS is struggling. He's not really building probes at all. Obviously, his muscle memory's off. He's gonna make charge now. I think Blink is ready. He doesn't have his 3rd Nexus control group. You can tell, like, basically what's happened in this game is his opponent's throwing the kitchen sink at him, and his adrenaline is spiked. And oh my god, what did he just see on the left of the minimap? His Warp Prism just flew past an armory and 2 depots in the middle of the map. He was like, he just made like a noise of like confused disgust. Like, what even is this? Oh my god. This Terran is the funniest dude ever. Oh my god, he's still not checked his corners. I can't believe it. ARTOSIS thinks he's going 4 base versus 2 base. He's like, yeah, he's got his natural up now, but I'm on 4 base. It's good. Oh, he still hasn't checked his corners, mate. Oh no. Oh no. He still doesn't check. Come on, man. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like so many victims in the Florencio files where they think they've got him dead and there's like 2 corner bases up that they have no idea about. Oh man. Yeah, he's looking to see. He thinks there might be a 3rd out here. He's like, is there a 3rd base? And he's like, oh, there's no 3rd. Okay, guess I'll do hallucinations. Scouting is important. Yeah, 100% both corners have command centers in them at this point, guys. This is boring to watch, boring to play. Must be SC2 all day, says one of the Brood War fans in his chat. For those who don't know, guys, if you ever want to find yourself in a really happy place, go to an RTS community and announce that you're from a rival RTS or a sequel to that game. Woo-wee! You get some real special responses from those people in there. They're really happy. That SCV. What was that doing? That's interesting. How did... Wonder what... Guess she's going to do another proxy. Uh-oh. ARTOSIS' spidey senses aren't tingling. He's going to try and break through, but that is a thick wall. If he focuses that barracks on the left, he can get in. He's going to blink in. He tries to drop on the high ground. The tanks are layered. Oh, man, these tank shots are brutal. The Zealots do clear those 2 tanks. There's still another tank behind it. He's warping in more Zealots on Stalkers. And you can tell, ARTOSIS just swapped. He thinks the game's over, guys. He thinks the game's over.
What?
I told you.
What? What?
What? He's laughing. He's in disbelief. He thought he had the game dead to rights, and then those battle cruisers just flew out. Oh my god, hats off to Artie for laughing at that. Many people would have raged, And yet the Salt Lord himself, ARTOSIS, doesn't rage. He gives it a smile, a what, and a laugh. Legendary. He's now making Stalkers.
Crazy.
If those BCs teleport across, he loses the game right now. If the Terran teleports across the map, ARTOSIS is dead to rights. 7 Stalkers, 7 Gateways will not defend this. If the Terran gets on his production, he loses this game. His Stalkers are out of position. He's teleported across. As long as they fly in and kill that ARTOSIS pylon, there's an ARTOSIS pylon, and then there's a Tasteless pylon up the top. Those pylons go down, he loses this game. The battle cruisers are not. They're fighting. They were fighting the Nexus for a moment there. He was fighting the Nexus. This Terran player is legitimately awful. He could have depowered all the production and won the game by now. He's lost the battle cruiser. 12 Stalkers might be able to beat this. They might be able to beat this now. ARTOSIS might not be dead. He might not be dead.
How strong they are in this.
If he can get one more round of Stalker whoopings, which he's going to be able to get, then he's got it. Yeah, the Terran's not focusing down the pylons. He's Yamatoing Stalkers and losing all of his battle cruisers. ARTOSIS is still in it. And he still thinks, well, I'm 3 base versus now 1 base because I killed your natural, so I win, right? No. He has corner bases. Go check the corners. When will he realize? How long will ARTOSIS take to realize that there's corner bases? This is amazing. This is actually such a great game of StarCraft, guys. I really hope he rewinds and we find out. If he just leaves the game at the end, I will be so mad that we don't get to find out when those bases got taken. I will be so mad. If he leaves us hanging on that, because I don't have the replay. I'm just watching his stream VOD, guys. Ooh, it's going to be hard. I'm harsh. Easy there, Twitch chat. Ravens.
Mass Raven.
Mass Raven. I won't sell him a Christmas
card. Who is this fucking guy?
Who is this fucking guy? It's a barcode.
He knows how to fucking party, man.
Oh my god. ARTOSIS isn't really rebooting his economy. He's keeping it low economy, which gives the Terran a really good chance of dragging this out. ARTOSIS needs to be like triple expanding right now and just holding that probe key down while defending any future BC or Raven harass with Stalkers.
X300. Now this is pod racing.
Now this is pod racing. I agree. Undercover underwear. Oh my god.
Oh
Chat
my
reckons...
god, this is so trolly.
Yeah, he's just putting widow mines everywhere. Oh my god, this Terran is a genius. I love it. He's just got all the annoying... Wait, was that Mass Widow Mine that moved out? What was it? Yeah, it was Mass Widow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's building a missile turret with the Widow Mines. Unfortunately, Widow Mines can't attack cannons, guys. ARTOSIS is going to run his probes away. This Terran is literally just doing Florencio harassment. This is amazing. I wonder if this was actually Florencio. Kind of feels like about the way Florencio plays StarCraft. It's amazing. Widow Mines are starting to get picked off, but he pulls back out of cannon range, and he's like, God, he lost his observers, I think, right? No, he's got one. Okay, he's going to bring one over. As long as he can kill the turret first, so he doesn't lose the observer, he will be okay. Oh my god. Yeah, this Terran has clearly said, look, I'm going to probably stream snipe ARTOSIS, and I'm going to turn it into a banger of a match. Hats off to this Terran. Maybe they just play every game like this. There are quite a few people in the ladder who just play like this, where it's all just weird Terran harassment. Like, no solid macro fundamentals. They've never played bio for a day in their life. It's all just weird macro harassment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, a lot of his probes survive. Good job defending the probes. Artie actually keeps the base and a lot of the probes alive. Oh, this Terran is such a genius. I love it. He's trying to put guys on gas right now. ARTOSIS is in focus mode, trying to deal with the waves of BS. Oh my god, he's choking right now on Terran cheese.
Really?
More Banshees
How does
coming
he
in.
even have this much gas? Does he hide a base?
Has he hidden a base? He realized it's 21 and a half minutes. The guy that's built 4 battle cruisers on 1 base, Mass Widow Mine, Mass Banshee, Mass Raven, and 21 and a half minutes in when 4 Banshees come in, that's what triggers ARTOSIS to go, oh, that's a lot of gas. How's he gonna that? That's what triggers him to see. And there's no bottom right. You're kidding me. Is it just top left? Wouldn't it be crazy if he had neither of these and he was actually doing this all just off the main and the natural? Because, I mean, ARTOSIS economy did get legitimately bopped, right? Got destroyed. And the harassment started to do some good damage. There was a bunch of tanks as well. There was like 5 tanks. 36 missile turrets have been built in this game. Some in the middle of the map, some in his sides, some back at home. I mean, this game is absolutely ridiculous. He's going to go build a pylon to block a base. He still doesn't check top left. You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Don't lie, Pig. You've already seen this match, says Victoria. I have not. But my brain is actually hurting that he only checked the bottom right and not the top left. You're kidding me. You're actually... Artie! And the Banshee's going to distract him, so he's going to forget. He's going to forget about checking for corner bases. Oh my god. Is he baiting his chat into them all spamming donations to tell him? Someone, Dodo, tell him! Top left hidden base! People in chat are losing their minds.
Who donated $3.33. ARTOSIS, please God, just make 20 carriers and end this. My doctor says I can't do this to my brain cells anymore.
I can't, dude.
Just make 20 carriers and end this. I can't do this to my brain cells anymore. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the culture in ARTOSIS chat. You know, it's constant crazy people. It's the 4chan of StarCraft. It's a little bit messed up, but it's also
actually like
quite hilarious.
It's such a weird game.
To be fair, I've never really been on 4chan. It's probably a bit more messed up than that. It's not 8chan. 8chan's the super crazy one, right? I don't even know. What can I say, guys? My internet lore extends to the most PG-13 generic corners of them all. He's going to go more gateways in a second forge. Still sitting on 100 suppliers, ARTOSIS. And he's got another pylon there to back things up. Hope he's feeling okay. I don't know if he's... Looks like he is a little bit sick, guys. So hats off to ARTOSIS for putting himself through this pain while sick. Widowmine's coming in. Cannon at each base. So when you guys are playing against mech, if you get a cannon in each mineral line... against these sort of mech harassment players, it is a game changer. It will automatically defend a lot of these pressures, at least limit the damage. Means you don't have to move detection around all the time. There's something in his main base again as well. I think that's a Banshee that survived earlier. Just like attacking a random pylon. And this is really stressful because he's just got attack warnings always. Another battle cruiser just YOLOing into his main. We've got an update. Apparently his chat infected him. His children infected him, his chat says. So apparently he was quite sick due to his kids. Anyone who's ever been around children knows they basically always infect you with disease. It's just like, it's not negotiable. There's no way to avoid it.
I think
unless you homeschool them and deprive them of social interaction, those kids will bring back non-stop diseases. Very good for your immune system.
But try to check top left.
I don't mean to backseat. Try to check top left.
Please don't try to help. I already checked the corners. Well, actually, I didn't check that corner.
He says, please don't try to help. I already checked the corners. Well, oh, I already checked. Oh, actually, I guess I didn't check top left, actually. It's mined out, right? On the minimap, we'll see if it's mined out. The reveal. The grand reveal. Surely, if it's not being taken this whole time, I will be crazy.
There it is.
It's there. Yeah, it's completely mined out. Not even gas. Not even gas remaining. Yeah, that's been there for 20 minutes, guys. Oh my god.
I knew he had to have a fucking hidden base. It made no sense how much he had.
Don't try to help. I already checked the corners. Wait a second. I didn't check the top line. And the funny thing is, at this point, it's a worthless base anyway. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. He's like, I killed your planetary that was giving you 15 supply. Oh, this is such a joyful experience. We're watching ARTOSIS go through this 5 stages of Terran grief, or playing against a Terran mech player that just wants to harass you. Remember, I think the real thing that makes this hard, he's trying to recall right now, but he's pressing the wrong button.
What is the fucking hotkey? No.
He's trying to figure out the recall hotkey. But wait, didn't he get rid of the default recall hotkey? I think he had to click it, guys, because remember, he put his rally point on R. I think R is the default for recall, if memory serves. So I think he de-hotkeyed recall because he was like, I need my rally point to be on a hotkey when you can just right-click. Oh, poor ARTOSIS. Oh, that's so funny,
man.
There's more Hellion run by this Terran is just like fun harassment. It's not about winning, it's about ruining ARTOSIS day. This guy is playing full-on Florencio files. For ARTOSIS, this is about dignity. This is about surviving. If you let this guy beat you, well, I mean, I'm sure you'll have plenty of excuses, you know, all of the standards. I'm sure he's already got those going, you know.
That game does not fucking count. That is the worst, stupidest thing that has ever happened.
That one will be ready. I'm sure he's got that one cocked and ready and loaded. Hellbats are now walking in. Oh my god. This Terran has a planetary in front of their third base as well. But I think he's got more than enough Zealots still going to take it out. The cannons are cleaning up. Okay, it looks like ARTOSIS finally 27 minutes into this game, has this one in the bag, guys. He's cleaning up the third base. Looks like Terran has a fourth to the north, but I think he's A-okay. There are tanks back there, but only 3 tanks and some Ravens. I don't think that can defend. Battle Cruiser teleports in. Oh my god, the Battle Cruiser inefficiency is unreal. This Terran has thrown away so many units on harassment. This is amazing. Okay. The base in the bottom right is getting taken out of ARTOSIS by a single... no, 2 Marines. The Ravens are going to try to spam auto turrets to bait him into tanks. Oh, Battle Cruisers, Ravens, and tanks. He's interference matrixing Stalkers. What an absolute Chad gamer. Oh my god, this Terran even unsieged his tank to move out here and fight this. The Ravens are just standing in the battle. That is the least efficient thing to do. Don't stay in the Widowmine range, though. Don't stay in the Widowmine. He's focusing down all the Ravens. ARTOSIS is throwing away a lot of Stalkers, but he's killing a lot of Ravens. Oh my god, if those Widowmines recharge... the Widowmines just recharged! Oh, every single Stalker just got evaporated, guys. Oh my god.
I lost a lot there.
Yes!
It's Trickster Terran.
Trickster Terran. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this game. How is this Terran still alive? I guess he's got 3 base. He's got the 4th in the up above that 3rd that he killed, which ARTOSIS could have gone and killed for free, I believe. ARTOSIS is actually getting a begrudging respect. I think we've seen ARTOSIS from this guy's an idiot. What a cheeser. What a moron. I think now he's moving into the like, how are you doing this? How are you doing that? Wait, he's doing this? No, he's doing Ravens? Wait, Battle Cruisers? I think each time this player surprises him, ARTOSIS is getting that little, the respect bar is filling up little by little from you're a useless idiot to, I guess what you're doing is kind of effective. You know, a begrudging, I guess this is kind of good. It's got a mass Stalker coming forward. Stalkers are not good at killing planetaries. That's got a lot of buildings around it. If it's like a tank or 2 or a few Widowmines, he can't attack it. ARTOSIS, I think he just said, if I lose this. I think he's starting to contemplate what happens if he loses. That's what I'm talking about. You do not want to be going into Widowmines. Okay, so ARTOSIS really needs to take new bases because most of his bases are mined out. And whilst he got close to maxed out, I thought he had it. Stalker Zealot does not make a late game army. He's going to go for Sky Toss now, which is okay. I think just building a bigger economy and playing like Storm, maybe like feedback for Ravens and just Storm Zealot Immortal would probably be an easier way to victory. But technically, Sky Toss is very hard for mech to deal with, assuming you don't let Widowmines siege underneath your units. If 20 Widowmines run under and burrow underneath, they can kill your stuff, but you have to really screw up to let that happen. I hope I haven't just cursed ARTOSIS. I very much hope I have not just cursed the man himself. Don't make Tempest, that's a trap, says chat. Hey! Uh-oh. They are the most expensive units in the game. Right, so the problem is he doesn't have a big economy. If he goes for those Stargate units and then like thaws it out.
This guy's dragged me down into this weird plane that only he knows how to play.
Oh yes, I love this comment, guys. Let's go back for a second and listen to that again.
Okay, we got to change up our strat here.
We got to change up our strat.
This guy's dragged me down into this weird plane that only he knows how to play.
Yeah, he's dragging you into the sewers, mate. I like that he's realizing that this is not necessarily going his way. This is pretty tough right now. Banshees coming in again. Another wave of 20 Banshees. You don't want to be throwing these units away, Terran player, though. Those are very expensive to be losing. As much as they're disrupting ARTOSIS, when he's here watching it, it's not that good. He's going to focus down the Cybercore.
Guy donated $3.33. Artie, we told you to make carriers like an hour ago and you laughed at us and called us dumb and that you had the game in the bag. Who is dumb?
I thought I did. You guys are still dumb.
We told you to make carriers 20 minutes ago, ARTOSIS, you idiot. You should have listened to us. Oh, he's going Phoenix? Okay, Phoenix are the best for dealing with Banshees. You just need like 1 or 2 with an Observer or an Oracle to reveal them and you'll get it. You don't want to go mass Phoenix. That's ridiculous. That is, I mean, yes, you can pick up things, but you're not going to pick up every Widowmine. I very much doubt you're going to pick up every Widowmine. The Terran is attacking with a pretty small army here. It's like a few tanks and a few Widowmines by the looks of it, I think. I think there's a bunch more lower down the bottom. He's going to throw some Disruptor shots. There's 2 more Widowmines just below that. His settings are pretty high on graphics. I don't think he can... Oh my god, he's just going to sacrifice the Phoenix to drag the Widowmines. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, he breaks the position. There are more tanks on the south. They can get cleaned up. But at the same time, he hasn't looked at his third on the right side of the map, guys. His third just disappeared. I don't know what that was. Banshees, maybe? That just died. That just died. That just died. Oh me, oh my. Oh my. And Battle Cruise is in his main as well. Battle Cruise ain't going to do well versus Tempest. He starts Yamatoing and targeting the Fleet Beacon. I imagine he's getting Tectonic Destabilizers on that Fleet Beacon, which is the Tempest building damage upgrade. Oh my god.
You fucking kidding me?
I'm honestly surprised ARTOSIS is having this much trouble. If I haven't played in ages, I'm still usually within about 1,000 MMR of my previous skill. ARTOSIS was like high-level NAGM at some point, right? Yeah, I mean, in Wings of Liberty, when everyone was the equivalent of a Diamond 1 player now. No offense to ARTOSIS or anyone who was good back then, but people were pretty noob in the early days of StarCraft 2, guys, so... Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's more in 2017 when he was playing a fair bit more StarCraft 2 and streaming it a lot, right? Before Remastered came out, that's when he was like reasonably ranked. He said he was 5.3k on the Korean ladder, nowhere near as good as what 5.3k is these days, I would say, just because of that MMR deflation. Probably the equivalent of like 4.8, 4.7, I would say these days. Not exactly sure, but something like that. Maybe a little lower even. But he was basically, you know, Masters 1 or low Korean GM, I believe, for, you know, quite a while there. Oh my god, how many Tempests did he lose? Those Widow Mines are really causing him trouble. He still doesn't have a cannon in the middle of each middle. Like, more Battlecruisers just teleported on his face. More Battlecruisers just teleported. The moment his Tempest clicked away, a few more Battlecruisers just teleported in on top of his Stargates. And he hasn't noticed yet. Remember, guys, he's sick. He hasn't played in years. He's streaming as well. He's got alerts in his ear. And this Terran is doing the most disruptive, annoying stuff ever. And he got away with a hidden base for the whole 20 minutes of the game.
Fucking observers together.
Fucking observers. God, fucking... God. The Battlecruisers are actually going to kill a Tempest before they go down. He got a Tempest, I think. Oh, it barely survives in the red. Okay, ARTOSIS keeps his Tempest alive. He's unable to secure economy. ARTOSIS' economy is gone, guys. He has no economy. As long as the Terran's still expanding a little bit, like if the Terran has that low ground base down about here, then I think the Terran is just going to be able to out-income him. I mean, the Terran at some point needs to find some efficiency. It's kind of hard with these sort of Terran players because they're not very, you know, good at micro or really finishing the game. They're more just harass you, build defenses, and wait for you to make the mistake of attacking into their Widow Mines and tanks. ARTOSIS isn't really making that mistake just yet, though. Raven's coming in on the north once again for a run by. His Tempests are going to go there. He's going to try to build more probes. And the Tempest will clean up these Widow Mines, but even more probes going down to the Ravens, as well as pylons, everything falling there. It's so annoying. More Widow Mines! Every time he walks through Widow Mines, you can see the pain. There's a tangible pain on his face. And look at his production! Again! Another 4 Battlecruisers have teleported on his targets. Now, if the Terran was smart, he'd run south with those Battlecruisers and get out without the Tempest closing the distance. He's not. This Terran's an absolute bloody hilarious nincompoop, and he flies straight towards the Tempests that counter the Battlecruisers. He's going to see if he can take a Tempest with him on the way out. Why not? Oh my god, there's 3 more PCs in the natural! And more Widow Mines! This Terran is amazing. This Terran is amazing. There's another one where those Battlecruisers could have got out of there. He could have got out of there. Oh my god. And now SCVs are here for some reason. I don't know why the Terran's pulling SCVs. I don't know if the Terran's watching this stream and trying to like not win or something. I don't know why the SCVs got pulled. That seems very stupid. I really feel like this Terran is just trying to take his soul. Like, you know, at this point, as ARTOSIS, even if you win the game, you've lost the psychological battle. Like, you just feel defeated, right? The Terran looks like he's absolutely trolling. He's multitasking like a GM, but not microing. Like he's expanding and throwing things in this very kind of smart, multi-prong way. Lots of shift click being used. Very little actual good micro of the units, though. It's so hard for me to tell what actual skill level. People are like, is it a Smurf? Is it a 5k player? Is it a 3k player? I would guess this is a Diamond 1 player that specializes in just disrupting and doing crazy builds to throw their opponents off their game. Like, that's what I would guess, because I think they drag the player down to their depths. And oh my god, he loses his main nexus. That smile! That is the smile of a man in a deep physical pain. Like, half of his mouth was twisted upwards, but he kind of looked like, what was the character? Do you guys, anyone watch Boardwalk Empire? Where there's the guy he's like the World War I vet, who's had like, he's got that mask covering half his face, so his mouth is always kind of split. ARTOSIS just had that face. That is the pain he is experiencing right now. It's a man who's had half of his bloody face mustard gassed off, or whatever the hell was the backstory for that guy. Anyways, the battle cruisers are going to get shot down. ARTOSIS finally cleans up those battle cruisers, and he has 2 nexus with fresh minerals. But not for long, because that bottom one's getting hit right now. Oh, the Ravens go for something out there instead. I don't know. I think it was an observer they cleaned up. Oh, he's hunting the observers with the Ravens so that he can do Widowmine shenanigans. If those Ravens fly around the map cleaning up his observers with auto turrets, and then the Widowmines start coming in again, ARTOSIS' brain will break. I guarantee you, his brain will break. He's getting his Stalkers Yamato'd. You could actually blink at the right time to dodge Yamato. For those who don't know, ARTOSIS barely mistimed it, unfortunately. He's trying to rebuild here. He's building more pylons. He doesn't really need pylons. He's kind of just trying to survive the onslaught of stupidity. This Terran is the ultimate salt miner. And I got to say, guys, for being the biggest salt mine in all of RTS, ARTOSIS is actually showing some admirable discipline and focus. Now, that being said, I do wonder what comes out when he wins or loses. Vikings! The one Terran unit that hasn't been used to harass yet landed Vikings. Oh my god. The pained laugh as he realizes he's being toyed with. He knows he's being toyed with right now. Like, he knows that if this Terran at any moment did any semblance of a normal follow-up, he'd just be dead. But he's like, well, I'm not going to die to the trolling. Yes, I'll survive. Come on, man. He's going to get a command center down in the bottom. That's really big. That's really big. This Terran is a beast. I wonder if the Terran's just being too wasteful on resources, though, to the point where he runs out of money. And if he can't secure a new base, like he could hit a starvation point in those Widowmines I was talking about, guys. He cleaned up the Observer down here. The moment he turned the Ravens around to kill the Observer, I knew it was going to be to clear the way for Widowmines. I was like, it has to be. This guy is like, all of his play is like, oh, kill the Observer, bring in the Widowmines. Kill the Tempests, bring in more battle. Because like, it's all these little, bring in the Ravens now, fly them away, bring in the Banshees from the other side. It's all tricky, annoying to deal with BS. I love it. Beautiful play here from this barcode turn. He's going to blink in and try to focus the Ravens. But you're losing Stalkers as well. I mean, the Terran doesn't seem to know how to use rapid fire. He could have just dropped all of his auto turrets at once and flown away. But this Terran is a true memer. Does drop a bunch of auto turrets. A few Ravens do go down. They are expensive units, but most of them just damaged, and they do escape to come back another day. More Widowmines coming in. The friggin' pain you feel as a player. Because all he needs to do is A-move the Stalkers. They're in observer range, but he's in such an unfamiliar situation. He doesn't have any muscle memory. He's shaken right now. This player is a specialist in raising his opponent's blood pressure and heart rate to the point where they can't think straight. This is, yeah. For those people are asking in chat that they really want me to do a bronze to GM with this build. And remember, this is ARTOSIS chat on the screen, not mine, guys. Obviously, we don't put my stream chat on the screen during gameplay. But yeah, my chat is saying we want to see you do this Terran build bronze to GM. And I think I agree with Phoenix, who says, yeah, that wouldn't be bronze to Grandmaster. That would be bronze to G dickhead. Bronze to Grand dickhead. This Terran player is a specialist in ruining his opponent's day. You can see how dirty he is. The Widowmines are getting cleaned up. It doesn't feel like there's that many battle cruisers left, though. And ARTOSIS is actually weathering the storm. He's got 2 Nexi mining. One with 9 probes, one with like 16. It's like a 1 and a something base economy, you know? He's got Stalkers and Tempests. Not the best late game composition, I gotta say, but seems to be doing okay. There's 2 ways to outplay your opponent in StarCraft. You can rise to your opponent's level, or you can bring them down to yours. The thing is, so this Terran is super amazing at some stuff. Like, the special tactics are very hard to deal with. The traps he's setting up, the annoyance level is over 9,000. The problem that Terran's having is that there's also a lot of throwing units away in the hunt for these traps. But on the bottom side, auto turrets come in yet again. But you know what? They're never really killing the Nexi, and ARTOSIS pulling probes away each time does limit that damage. Those Ravens take a while to regrow that energy. How does Battle.net perfectly match such highly regarded players together? Oh, ARTOSIS chat is on fire. Oh, the barcode screwed up, guys. He left his ravens hanging out front. Oh, he forgot to zip up after going to the bathroom on ARTOSIS Nexus in the bottom side, and ARTOSIS ran over and slapped him right in the dangle. Oh, watch out, ARTOSIS! Okay, he does blink most of the Stalkers away. He took a few nasty Widow Mine shots. The SCVs are trying to mass repair the Widow Mines. Auto turrets keep throwing down so slowly. Oh my god. Tempest can siege that base. ARTOSIS doesn't have a camera location for his warp in point. You can see he keeps jumping to his natural, realizing there's no Nexus there. And oh no, the Terran player is struggling. He's dropping single auto turrets. 3 Vikings, 4 Vikings will not kill that many units. I think he's got him. I think ARTOSIS has him. This looks desperate. At the same time, ARTOSIS' top base, which he's not looking at, seems to have been completely cleared of workers. I don't know what's there. I think it might be a battlecruiser. I think there's a single battlecruiser ruining his economy. But does the Terran have any actual fighting units? If those Ravens were surviving and building energy, I might believe. But as it is, he's going to warp in enough Stalkers to not lose the other bases. He's still got some mining. ARTOSIS is showing what endurance is. I mean, I think a lot of players would have given up to spare themselves the mental torture, but ARTOSIS thrives on mental torture. More SCVs coming across to mass repair the BCs.
Sick.
It looks like ARTOSIS has it, but I mean, there's been so many surprises in this game. I think the Terran's mostly out of mining now, though.
Thank you, Apotheosis. Best of luck.
How does he kill this? How does he kill this army? How does the Terran kill this giant Stalker Tempest army? I mean, obviously, Widow Mine traps have been working pretty well, but it feels like they're losing a bit of that efficiency as time goes on. Cannons and the batteries are fighting okay here. He's got to pull out. If this, I mean, there's I think buildings floating across the map is what we see on the minimap. The Terran player doesn't teleport home. He teleports deeper in the base. Commitment to the meme. I don't think this man has teleported a single battlecruiser home this entire game. I don't think he's teleported a single battlecruiser home this entire time. Oh my god. Oh man, this is amazing, guys. This is really hitting the spot for me. You know, I'm realizing, yeah, we are on Source. It never looks that great because obviously Twitch and us restreaming a stream is never ideal. He's gonna do a quick recall. That was much quicker. Oh, he's gonna defend this base. ARTOSIS knows he needs to keep this economy alive. Oh my god, but he's eating big Widow Mines as a result. Oh no, he's lost most of his Stalkers. He's back down to 100 supply. He keeps the base alive. It's got a few mineral patches. That's his last mining. Those 5 mineral patches are his last mining. He's going to be able to make a lot more Stalkers. If the Terran has extra minerals on that middle left base, because that got denied earlier, if that's still got like a few thousand resources on it, that and that top base, then maybe, just maybe, he's got to make sure he denies these 2 bottom bases from getting taken while retaking his ones. If he can do that, he'll be okay. But oh my god, the Widow Mine harass is just non-stop, isn't it? This Widow Mines are so freaking disgusting, man. Oh, what a game. What a return to StarCraft 2. He's sick. He decides to play some StarCraft 2, stream it with no preparation. There's a random siege tank at his 3rd base. This is what you experience on the NA ladder, Artos. I don't know if this is NA or Korea. I wonder, it'd be NA actually, because he's in Canada now, right? SCV's coming across him. Is that Terran floating a base forward to take that expansion from him? I think that Terran at least is long distance mining it for now. Zealots will clean up that siege tank. He's going to send those Zealots down to that one. And trying to take a gas right now. There's Marines building out of barracks. Those buildings we saw floating across the map flew into his main, landed, and they started building barracks. Oh my god. What in the hell are we watching right now? Did this guy literally, 46 minutes into this game, land barracks in ARTOSIS base and build Marines there? This guy's been disrespecting ARTOSIS this whole time. He says, oh, this guy's having a good time. Something like that. Wow. Wouldn't it be funny if like 8 battlecruisers came out, like 10 BCs and win the game? That would be the ultimate trick, is if the Terran actually had a giant reserve of units they didn't show this whole time.
This game of Master.
So ARTOSIS thinks it's like over, and then he comes out with 8 battlecruisers and like dances on him and does pause unpause or something, and you'd be like, that is where we'd see ARTOSIS snap. We'd see him from being like, oh yeah, this guy's doing some funny strats, but I'm winning eventually. I think we would see ARTOSIS break. Like, we would probably hear some slurs. He might get a suspension from Twitch. Like, I feel like he'd just be like, yeah, like we'd actually see a fuse break. Like, people think they've seen a fuse break, but I know if I was in ARTOSIS' shoes and I thought I'd finally won, and then I realized the guy was hiding 10 battle cruisers in the corner for this whole time, just to make me feel like I'd won, just to toy with my feelings, I would be mad. I would say some hateful stuff. I don't think it's the case, though. I don't think it's the case. That would be an insane level of preparation from the Terran. With how many units he's thrown away, how many bases he's mined from, I don't really know where he would have got those resources from. So I think ARTOSIS has this at the end of the day. But the Terran is still just going to harass until his final unit. Looks like there's more units harassing down there on ARTOSIS' new 4th base. The Raven auto turret indeed just keeps killing his probes. So Widowmine up there as well. He's... Oh my god. He keeps bouncing around. Widowmine just kept trying to run through those stalkers. That planetary completely out of mining by the looks of it. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like the Terran just ran dry. The Terran was able to get up 1 or 2 more bases. They would have been okay. But once these bottom bases went down, that was when their income dried up. And with just the wastefulness of never preserving their battle cruisers, that's what let ARTOSIS back in the game more than anything. The Widow Mines were legitimately really well played from the Terran. But the battle cruiser wastage, the I will always teleport on your face even when there's Tempest there.
For the grand finale.
Bit too silly. Is the guy taunting him in the Twitch chat as well? Wait. Oh, he was Ronin? The Ronin guy claims it's him. Wait, this guy appeared in my channel as well. Wait, was that actually you, Ronin? Do we have proof this was you? He was in the chat taunting ARTOSIS saying, sorry guys, someone had to chase ARTOSIS back to Brood War and get him off this stupid game. Apparently, Ronin33 sniped ARTOSIS to troll him here. If so, what level are you, Ronin? I saw Ronin earlier say, I'm something or other level. Let me know, guys. I don't know if Ronin's still here. Ronin needs to upload the replay if he wants us to believe it. If you upload the replay, then we will believe you, Ronin. He said he's 4.7k Terran, and he sniped him.
Anonymous donated $3.33. ARTOSIS, this game may suck in the situation, but honestly, this would be the goated game for all SC2 people. KSL doesn't even last that long. Wait. That sounds wrong. Hexy donated $3.33. I agree that Brood War is better than SC2.
And this Terran's now wasting time. I mean, I don't like the leaving your buildings in there while going in chat to talk shit. I mean, once there was no chance of being in it, it's like, just leave the game, man. But, GG. Show us your reaction, ARTOSIS. How do you feel?
So, I mean, it's a little bit of all the above, I would say.
No reaction?
So, I mean, hey, the thing is, they're both great games, and some people like StarCraft 1, some people like StarCraft 2.
No looking at the replay to talk about the 20 minutes? You're just going to answer the question about Brood War versus StarCraft 2 design? You're not going to go look at the 20 minutes of not spotting the corner base or analyze anything about the blatant trolling in that game?
For a bit more play, and there's more comeback potential always in Brood War. Because in StarCraft 2, if you watch like a top-level pro game, they play like very near-perfect games against each other all the time. The very top pros, right? Obviously, there's mistakes made. There's like always mistakes made. But if you compare that...
What's there to analyze? It was a perfect game. Apparently, guys, he's not even going to address the game. I'll check through and skip through quickly. All right, guys, so after a few minutes of answering questions from chat, ARTOSIS started talking about Flash and how dominant he is in Brood War and how good Brood War is and what he really likes about that game. And I think this is a wise strategy decision. He's basically choosing to pretend that game never happened. I'm pretty sure he's using the magic eraser to quickly move on and say, that game never happened, that game never happened, that game never happened, erase it from my mind, or I will literally not be able to live in my own skin. I appreciate it. That game looked frustrating as all heck. That would have taken a piece of my soul playing that game from ARTOSIS' perspective. GG, well played though. Takes it like a champ while sick, streaming a game he hasn't played in years, and actually played it pretty damn well. Hats off to you for surviving, ARTOSIS. That was a goddamn meat grinder whirlwind of savagery. GG, well played. Hope you all enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun to watch. There's something about watching someone come back to StarCraft when they're this rusty that is just magical. Thanks for it, ARTOSIS. Don't forget to check out ARTOSIS' stream. Links below, twitch.tv/ARTOSIS. He streams Brood War pretty much every day, and it's always a very special experience. You know what I mean. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.